This update is sponsored by Dollar Shave Club. They've got everything you need to stay smooth and smell great. You can get your first month of their top-of-the-line razor with travel-size versions of the shave butter, body cleanser, and even some butt wipes for $5, so you can try it all for yourself. To get the starter set, just visit dollarshaveclub.com/the-know. Welcome to The Know. I'm Ashley. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's an age-old expression. It's the same attitude Nintendo is still taking with the Nintendo Switch despite already moving 10 million units worldwide in its first 9 months. Apparently, the company feels it is still too early to call the portable console a hit. This came from an interview between Engadget and Nintendo General Manager Shinya Takahashi, who said, "We want more people to have these kinds of experiences, so that's what we've been working towards. But that's also why I feel that it is too early to talk about our success. Rather, I feel like we are still on the road to that success. We would like to see so many more people having these experiences, and I do believe that we can get there." The Switch's fast start, really way faster than anyone expected, is definitely one of the bigger stories of 2017. 2018 we'll see if it can keep up its momentum. They may not be talking success yet, but they are hoping to sell like 30 million units next year, and that's a lot. So they have some confidence. But the other console quietly having a ridiculous year is PlayStation 4, which put in some major work in 2017, not only in terms of hardware units sold, but software apparently too. In fact, the software business was so good for PlayStation, a new report claims that half of all physical games sold in the UK this year were PlayStation 4 games. This news comes from GamesIndustry.biz, using numbers shared with them from data trackers UKIE and GfK ChartTrack. According to their data, this is the first year that a single console platform has accounted for more than 50% of physical game sales. The closest prior to this year was the original PlayStation back in 1998, which made up nearly 48% of all physical software sales. So, pretty good company to be in. The PlayStation sold awesome. Destiny 2 players are mad again. This time it's over the confusing, maybe not quite working 3 of coins, so understandable. Those were added to the game just last week, and they don't work. Over the weekend, players discovered that the item didn't seem to be fulfilling its purpose, which was to help them get more exotics. Not helping things was the fact that the item's description was super vague. Now, Bungie's put up a blog post explaining just how it works. It actually only bumps your chance of getting an exotic from 1% to 1.5%, so and also admitted that it wasn't totally working in some of the game's activities. Good news though, good news, it will be fixed in 2018. Neat. Capcom has revealed just how much monster hunting you'll be doing throughout the upcoming Monster Hunter World campaign. Game director Yuya Tokuda told Mine MMO that the game's story can take anywhere from 40 to 50 hours, and that's the campaign, depending on the type of player, but there are also plenty of other side quests and diversions on top of that that will lengthen that time for more hardcore players. Now think of it like any RPG that has side quests. Plus, following the launch of Monster Hunter World, it will receive free updates and weekly quest events as well, so if you were worried there wouldn't really be much to do in that game, sounds like, yeah, you're gonna have plenty. Monster Hunter World releases for PS4 and Xbox One on January 26th, but the open beta for PS4 kicks off this weekend if you want to check it out a little early. We've known for a bit now that Blizzard is working on some new type of FPS courtesy of company job postings. Well, now, thanks to a couple more, we've got some tiny new details about this next project. According to some new listings on the Blizzard corporate page, they are on the hunt for senior software engineers who have experience designing and implementing vehicles into video games. So, probably some vehicles involved. The listings also mention it's an online multiplayer title as well, which shouldn't be any huge surprise given the developer, considering we also know that there are non-humanoid figures involved in this game from previous descriptions. It's fueling some speculation that this might be set in the Starcraft universe. Ghost? Come on, it's Ghost, right? Say it's Ghost. Starcraft Ghost is coming back, right? It's probably not Ghost. It looks like those rumors about Soul Calibur 6 possibly coming to Switch, not true. For now, at least. Producer Motohiro Okubo told Metro that Soul Calibur 6 isn't being developed for the portable console. Not a huge surprise, I guess, considering the Switch didn't exist when they started working on the latest installment of the fighting franchise, but he did sound interested in the possibility. Okubo said, Soul Calibur 6 development started more than 3 years ago, and nobody knew anything about Switch back then. So, as a matter of fact, we are not working on Switch as of now. But, of course, personally, I'm interested in the platform. So, if the Unreal Engine can adapt to Switch and evolve itself, then maybe the possibility will be more. A bootleg Cuphead managed to make its way to the iTunes App Store very briefly before order was restored to the world and it was pulled down. The iTunes listing yesterday looked legit enough. It showed Xbox One and PC screenshots, so you think that it looks really nice, right? It even linked to a fake version of the game's support page, and it only cost you a whopping $4.99. The official studio MDHR Twitter account, though, warned it was a scam, but some people still managed to buy it, like YouTuber Vuk64, who showed off some footage of a very rough, kind of broken looking port. No word on whether refunds are going to be given. Hopefully people will give people their money back, just expunge it from the history books and pretend it never existed, because on the one hand, that's kind of embarrassing. On the other hand, actually it happens a lot. There's one of Don't Starve too that's like, Don't Hunger. I don't know. There's a lot of ripoffs on the store, but it's still, how does that get passed? Doesn't someone have to approve each one? Anyway, it looks like all those rumors about a remaster of the delightfully weird puzzle platforming game Katherine were real. Time to celebrate. Alice announced today that the 2011 game is being remade for PlayStation 4 and PS Vita. See? Who says the Vita's not getting any new games? I had something new to play on it. They are mostly right, though. It's called Katherine FB, short for Full Body, and according to Famitsu, there will now be a third Katherine in the game. We have no idea how her name's gonna be spelled. We got Katherine with a K, we got Katherine with a C. How many ways can you spell Katherine? Maybe they'll just leave some of the letters out. It'll be like Qathrn. Anyway, it's all gonna be overseen by Katsuhiro Hashino, who was the director of Persona 5. So that's a great person to have in charge, since that's a great game and I never shut up about it. And if you haven't played it, but you like weird ass RPGs where you go in people's minds and fight sometimes giant pulsing dicks, it's real fun. Anyway, no release date yet, but really excited about the Katherine remaster. It looks like The Office is coming back to NBC. For reals. The network isn't talking yet, but multiple outlets are reporting that the show is coming back for the 2018-2019 season. One big caveat though, Steve Carell will not be returning as Michael Scott, which is obviously a huge bummer, but it's not a huge shock. In the past, NBC president Bob Greenblatt told reporters that he'd like to revive both The Office and another very well-received comedy, 30 Rock, which admittedly, I would love to see back. Back then, he said, I've talked to Greg Daniels 4 times over the past few years. It's always, maybe someday, but not now. There is certainly an open invitation, but we don't have anything happening right now. If he wants to do it, I would do it. Of course, the US version of The Office ran on NBC from 2005 to 2013. It's now looked at as a classic, and NBC's already had success bringing back another of its comedies, Will and Grace. So we'll see if they can pull the same thing off a second time. It looks like the Alamo Draft House, the chain of kitschy theaters around the US, is getting into real new industry, the video rental business. Yes, the theater chain is gonna go retro by launching something they're calling Video Vortex, which Variety described as a reimagining of classic video rental stores at its upcoming 11-screen location in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Alamo says the store is gonna open early next year. It'll have one of the largest video archives on the planet. It's gonna have Blu-rays and DVDs, a massive selection of rare VHS tapes. Hopefully they'll have laser discs. Hopefully they'll rent out VCRs too, so people can actually watch all the movies that they have on VHS. It'll be interesting to see if the concept works in 2018. Who knows? If it does, maybe a video rental store will be coming soon to your neck of the woods. Oh, they could call it, like if they have one on every block, they could call it like Blockbuster. Look, weirder things have happened. I mean, you never know. Amazon could open bookstores. And that's it for this roundup. Let us know what you think of all these stories in the comments down below. To make sure you get news from every corner of the internet every weekday, like this video. If you're new to this channel, subscribe to the know. Shout out to Dollar Shave Club for sponsoring this update. We've talked about them a lot before. They've sponsored us before. It's what I use for keeping my legs smooth. They're pretty great, but they have more than just razors. They've got stuff for your face and your hair and your skin and shower, and it's all original product they deliver to you just like they do with their razors, which makes it extra convenient. No annoying trips to the store. They're a thing of the past. You don't have to wander the aisles hoping for someone to come and unlock the razors for you. If you want to give it a try to see if it's for you, they've got a new deal where they will send you a month's worth of their best razor plus travel size versions of their shave butter, their body cleanser, even their butt wipes. I'm pretty sure this deal exists because Gus likes those so much. After all that, replacement cartridges ship for just a few bucks per month and you are sitting pretty. If that starter set sounds good, just visit dollarshaveclub.com/theknow to get yours.